Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Can I Guess the Sports with That? It is Thursday, April the 21st. I'm your host, Carneal. As always, I got my main man with me, D-Boy. Say what's up to the people, D-Boy.
What's happening? What's happening?
And of course, we always got Mike in the building. Say what's up to the people, Mike.
What's happening, y'all? We back at
Man, so the sports world, specifically the NFL and the NBA has been on fire, especially the NBA with the playoffs going on, and then the NFL with some more off-season drama. So honestly, I want to get into that first because there's big news out of San Francisco. That man, Deebo Samuel, wants out. There are reports saying that the 49ers said that they have told Deebo that they're willing to pay him. They're ready to pay him now. They said they want him to come in and talk, but Deebo's pretty much said, "Nah, I'm cool. I want out." He don't, he don't want to be there. I guess apparently he has problems with how much he was running the ball. He had a problem with a lot of those big shots he was starting to take from linebackers and stuff. Yeah. No, if you actually looked at reports, he had problems with how he was being used. He said he didn't like the fact that he was taking those shots running back. You feel me? And so I guess in a way it kind of makes sense because you feel me that will probably just keep happening. But in other words, let's go ahead and get your thoughts on this first, Mike. What do you think? Why do you think Deebo Samuel really wants out?
honestly, I was gonna ask that. I was like, what? You know what? It was there, because I had just seen that he wanted to request a trade, so I wasn't sure as to why. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I guess that makes sense. I mean, hey, he is a receiver. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, but I thought he liked that dual threat. You know what I'm saying? Cordell Patterson type. Go catch some passes, go run and do what we need. To get done. So I don't know, but I'm glad he won't out because that means a certain team can make that move. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that's who I'm looking forward to seeing. Two people I want them to go after is him or DK. So I need them to jump on that. I don't know how much we got to offer though. So I really don't. But I need them to jump on that. Like figure something out, move something around, jump on that. One of them two, hey, we gotta pull one of them. That's all I'm waiting on.
So I feel you, and honestly, I think when it comes to like that dual threat, it's not that I don't think that he didn't like it. I think it's about how much he was actually being used. He had 60 total rushes on the season. That's honestly a lot for somebody who's primarily a receiver. You feel me? Like a receiver ain't gonna have 60 carries on the season. They may have about maybe 15 to 20, on like little trick plays and and on the jet sweep, you feel me? But it's like to have 60 touches as lead runner, and then he had a lot of touches at lead runner throughout the playoffs as well. So in terms of the Bears getting Deebo, you feel me? We'll have to give up probably one of our running backs. And we'll probably have to give up Khalil Herbert, unfortunately. We'll probably have to give up Khalil Herbert because he would fit perfectly in that San Francisco system. But this is my thing. Do we got the money to pay him? Are we gonna give him that $90 million plus that he looking for? You feel me? We gotta, that's a lot of money that we gotta pay out, and we still looking to fill some of them other holes with a lot of this money that we got. So if we gonna go ahead and give all that money to him, man, we better make the playoffs first year and do something nasty.
Well, we need a big star. We gotta pay somebody that money.
True that, but
we ain't paying it to Mac no more. They shipped him off, so
true that. Yeah. But D-Boy, let me go ahead and get your thoughts about Deebo. D-Boy, your thoughts on Deebo? You say make it happen, huh? You say make it happen, huh?
I don't care as long as he comes to this team right here and points to the hat. Look.
Khalil Herbert. What pick we got? 39? That's our first pick, 39?
Yeah, I think we got a second round pick.
Khalil Herbert. You can give up a future first round pick. And
I wouldn't even do that. I'd just give up that second round.
Khalil Herbert in the second round pick. Yeah, I'd do that. Khalil Herbert in the second round pick, I'd do that. And then you say he want $90 million. I tell him, get us to the playoffs and you'll get your $90 million.
Hey, not a bad incentive.
So
think about this. Just think about this, real talk. And it's not a bad incentive. That's why, exactly, that's not a bad incentive. Just think about this. Deebo Samuel, Darnell Mooney, Byron Pringle in the slot. And then and then all Cole Kmet have to do is give us 5 red zone touchdowns and 750 yards. That's all he will have to do.
That 700 is a lot. Maybe 550 yards.
Okay, there you go.
So I'm gonna keep 100 you. That 700 ain't a lot because I think that we have an offensive coordinator that's gonna use the tight ends. You feel me? And let's be honest, that last Bears coaching staff didn't use none of their young players right. I'm sorry, but Cole Kmet is like Rob Gronkowski Jr., and they didn't use him correctly at all. That boy's size, his athleticism.
6'6", 260.
6'6", 260, and he's a freight train when he get moving. You don't want to be in his way. You know, and so it's like I feel like we got a staff that's gonna use these players right. So expecting at least 650 to 700 yards out of Cole Kmet is realistic. He should be able to give us that. We're not asking for 1,000. We're not asking for we're not asking him to be Kelsey, Kittle, Mark Andrews. If he can give us
start with the 5, bro. Start with the 5.
If he can give us if he can give us 600 yards, 600 receiving yards with about 5 touchdowns, we'll be okay.
We don't forget about David Montgomery, man. So Cole like 550 anywhere in that range, as long as he
exactly. And see that's prime example because let's say the Bears do get somebody like Deebo. So now we got Deebo and Darnell Mooney. Both of them could take the top off of defense. We got David Montgomery. He gonna, that's our lead in rushing. You feel me? He gonna get all our dirty yards. So it should free up Cole Kmet because everybody gonna be focused on Deebo and Mooney trying to take them out of the game. You hit Cole Kmet right over the top, 10, 15 yards. We should be able to get at least 1 to 2 of those almost every game.
Facts.
That's if we can get that man though.
But in other news, honestly, really quickly, I want to touch on the NFL draft. Like, what team do you all is really think gonna trade out of like that top 10 spot? There are a couple teams with two first round picks, and so like I think one of those teams is the Jets. I think another one of those teams is the Lions as well, and I think maybe the Jaguars. There's a couple teams that got 2 first round picks. Like, would you be surprised if any of those teams tried to make a trade for Deebo and trade out one of those first round picks to the 49ers?
I would be.
Go ahead, D-boy.
I'm sorry about that. My bad. I just jumped in. So I wouldn't be surprised. Matter of fact, I think the Jets will be dumb enough to do that.
But I mean, they got 2 first-round picks though, so I mean,
again, I think the Jets will be dumb enough to do that.
But
and here's why I
they
say
was trying to do it for Tyreek Hill, so yeah, they would do that.
And here's why I say dumb enough, because Deebo not gonna stay there, man. Deebo want to win.
If they pay him that bread, he will. A lot, like if you notice with a lot of these players on that first contract, it ain't always about getting the ring. They low key focused on that on their second contract. On that first contract, it's about whoever gonna pay them. Think about why a lot of these players stick around on garbage teams because they threw them the biggest bag.
But here's why I say that, bro. Because that man was this close from playing in the Super Bowl. This close. That's why that man won out. Because he know that San Francisco is not serious about winning. They flogging. Man. Deebo, man, look, I can see Deebo not gonna stay there, man. If I'm one of the GMs if I'm the GM for one of the GMs on them top 10 teams, I'm like, man, I'm not about to, man, look, why am I gonna try to go throw a bag at this man knowing he's not gonna stay? Nah, man. Nah, Deebo wants to go to a contender. If I'm one of them top 10 teams, I'm like, man, yeah, Deebo's a talent. He's a franchise-changing talent, but I'm not making that move unless I have his word that he will sign long term. But if he's just talking about playing for me for a season, then going somewhere else, leave me high and dry. Nah, I'm good.
But that'll work if you a team like the Rams, for example.
Yeah, if you're the Rams.
But the Rams ain't got
the
no
Rams
more
just won the Super Bowl.
Though. The Rams just traded all their draft
That's
picks.
why I said a team like them. A team basically trying to do what they just did last year. You trade for him real quick, get your Super Bowl, or like Cincinnati.
Well, if that's the case, then I can see the Packers trying to make a package with their second round pick to go get Deebo. To be honest with you, I can see the Packers going to packaging their second round pick and going to get,
especially knowing that San Francisco they kryptonite.
But in other news, speaking of the Packers and why I mention them is because there are reports that maybe on draft day that they do package that second round pick with maybe Jordan Love and trade him over to Seattle for Tyler Lockett. It's possible that could very well happen because Seattle is on the rebuild. They are looking for a quarterback.
They're not looking for no Jordan Love.
But I mean, why not? I mean, he's been under Aaron Rodgers for 2 years.
Why not? Comedy Central.
I'm just saying, why not? Why not? Would you rather stick with Drew Lock? I'd rather take a flyer on Jordan Love for 1.5 years than stick with Drew Lock. And if you ask me, you're pretty much getting a rookie. He's never played. He never played except for one game.
Well, I'm not trading for that, man.
I mean, you wouldn't, but
that's something you sign in the offseason for $10 million because he's just gonna be sitting there.
You wouldn't, but there's a lot of NFL GMs who we seen that make moves that everybody questions, and don't be surprised that if the Packers were trying to package that pick with Jordan Love, somebody's gonna pick up the phone. Take that deal.
That's something that you sign in the off season because he's sitting there for about $10 million.
What do you think? What you think, D-Boy?
I mean, like I said, man, if I'm a GM for one of them top 10 teams, I'm not taking that risk unless I know I had that man's word that he's gonna resign. It's just simple as that, man. Because why? I mean, yes, like I said, he is a franchise-changing talent. But at the end of the day, man, I think, yeah, not only does he want the bag, he wants to win, man. He wants to go to a team where he know he can win. And everybody talking about Green Bay. I was talking to one of my guys. He was saying that Green Bay trying to trade for Deebo Samuel. I just can't see it, man. Because you're not going to be able to pay him. You have no cap space. So right now you in cap hell. You in cap purgatory hell because you gave Aaron all that money. So I mean, I can see it now. I can see Green Bay, like you said, getting Tyler Lockett. Lockett, in my opinion, is more sensible than Deebo. But I mean, wherever he goes, man, I just hope they don't give up. I just hope they don't give up the franchise for him. Wherever he goes, I just hope. Say what?
Somebody will. Somebody gonna offer San Fran the house. But speaking of things that teams have to offer, let's talk about this NBA playoffs and what these players and these teams have been offering. We got teams like the Pelicans who somehow managed to steal game 2 away from the Suns after Devin Booker goes down. We had Jalen Brunson who dropped 41 to tie the series up 1-1 with the Jazz. And then you also got the Memphis Grizzlies coming back and putting the hurting on the Timberwolves in game 2 to tie the series up 1-1. So out of these series so far that are all tied up 1-1, which of these do you think is ending in 5, and which do you think, and which of these series do you think is possibly going 6-7? Let's go ahead and start with you, D-Boy.
Minnesota and Memphis, that's 5. Philly and Toronto, that's a sweep. Unless Freddie V go crazy game 4, that's a sweep. Dallas and Utah. All I got to say is Utah gone and blow it up because y'all in trouble. Because Luke about to come back. Phoenix and New Orleans. I got to give New Orleans credit. Like, I am low-key impressed.
DJ.
Like, Brandon Ingram is a legit baller. Like, I didn't know this kid was that nice. Like nice. And Jackson Hayes was giving DeAndre Ayton problems. I mean, or should I say, I knew Ingram had game, but I didn't know he had game. Like, playoff pressure game.
Oh, yeah, Ingram got G for sure.
Man, I mean, he was in his bag last night. What he had, 37 and 11? Man, in his bag. And Jackson Hayes, like I said, was giving Ayton problems last night.
Jackson Hayes is finally becoming the player that I thought he would be. He's finally stepping up into that role now because he was so much better. He was hooping in college. He ain't got to the league and everywhere.
You got to think about Joe King. Joe King was a hooper in college. He was balling in college and came to the Bulls, and he was trashed the first 3-4 years.
Whoa.
He was a hooper, but he was decent.
Can't let you respect that, man. Talking about he was trash. He turned our franchise around. Him and D-Rose.
Joe was trash first 3-4 years. Joe was trash now. And Joe, my man, love him to death. Actually had the pleasure of meeting the man in person.
I give you the first year at best.
First year or 2, he was straight ass. He was trash. But anyway, yeah. New Orleans, and now that DB might miss game 3 and 4, yeah, they got a chance to shock the world, will they? I don't think so, man. Because Phoenix still got somebody, got that bad man. Still got that bad man at the point guard spot named Chris Paul, the point guard. Yeah, I think that might go 6. I give New Orleans one more game and then it's going 6. Let's see. Well, Golden State and Denver, we already know that's over. That's a sweep. Chicago and Milwaukee. I just want the Bulls to meet 2 games. Miami and Atlanta, that's 5. I can see the little cockroach going crazy either game 3 or game 4. Now that's gonna be Atlanta one game. Let's see who else. Boston and Brooklyn. I think that's going 7. I just can't see Kevin Durant team getting bowing out in 5 games. I just can't see
not
it.
5, not 5, 6, 6. They're
No,
gonna
I
smash
think
him in
that's going
6.
7, big dog.
They're gonna smash him in 6.
I
They're gonna smash him in 6. They're gonna smash him in 6.
I think that's going 7, big dog.
But
Durant on the mission, big dog.
But I agree with you somewhat, a little bit with some of this. Philly gonna go ahead and get them brooms out, of course. You know, I think Miami gonna go ahead and pull the brooms out too. The Bulls fan in me wants to say the Bulls in 7, but it's probably gonna be the Bucks in 6. In reality, I think the Bulls can snatch 2. I think the Bulls can snatch 2 because I think you know, yeah, you know, I think the Bulls could. Honestly, the Bulls could definitely win 2 games. It's a very well possibility. I got the Suns winning in 6 with Devin Booker going out. I don't think the Pelicans is gonna take it no further than 6. Surprisingly, I got the Jazz losing in 7. I think the Mavericks. Especially after Jalen Brunson show what I've been waiting on him to show the rest of the world. I think that they're gonna snatch another game from Memphis too, and so right there, that's already gonna make it a 6-game series. So all they gotta do is give Luka time to come back for at least game 6 and game 7, and Dallas got that series. Honestly, like. I don't see the Jazz taking it, and like you said, it's just time for the Jazz to blow it up. I got the Timberwolves, like I said before in the previous episode, I got the Timberwolves stealing it from Memphis in 7. I still think that's a possibility, but you know, that's just my thoughts and that's just my takes on things. But what you think, Mike? What do you think about these playoffs and who do you got winning each series?
I want to give it to the Timberwolves. I do. Like I said before, if it's going to be an upset, I think that could be it. But the way Memphis just came back with a vengeance, though. Hey, they not gonna go out. Yeah, bro, Ja, you feel me? They not gonna go out. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought they would. So I honestly, that series right there is up in the air for me right now. I don't know.
But that's what's called
Mike. Hey, you know who we missing?
Real quick.
You know who we missing on here?
Oh yeah, on the dot tip.
Yep. But real quick on that game, that man Karl Anthony Towns took himself out the game. Like I said, when he get too overly aggressive, Minnesota's gonna lose. That man had 5 fouls in the third quarter. And it was like early in the third when he picked up his 5th foul. Yeah, that man Cat was in foul. So like I said, when Cat is too overly aggressive and he take himself out the game, Minnesota loses. Cat can't be too overly aggressive and take himself out the game. He can't have 5 fouls in the third quarter. Your team is gonna lose when you on the bench. It just don't work out.
Yeah, they need all of that from Cat. They can't get like another game 1 or game 2 performance. Really, he got to step it up, which is why I'm not sold on Memphis just taking the check because I feel like he gonna step up. Like he not gonna go these whole playoffs. Just at least I don't think, or at least this whole series just playing like garbage. So I feel like it's coming. and then they got the home games coming. So I mean, they did their job. They stole one. So technically, they could go up 3-1 in the next, couple games. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna see. But shout out to my boy CJ over there in New Orleans putting in work. What? I'm sorry, y'all. It hurts, but he putting in work. Stop playing with that boy, man. And now,
CJ went crazy last night.
book out for 2 games. Hey, don't let them go up 3-1. Don't let them go up 3-1. All I know is I ain't saying Phoenix gonna lose this series, but they gonna lose this playoff though. I've been saying that for I don't know how long. I ain't sold on Phoenix, man. I think if they go up 3-1, it's looking ugly for the Suns. I don't see them coming back from that. Honestly. The Mavericks, first of all, I want to say the Mavericks should have never played. I don't know why they was playing Luka that hard these last couple games. They want to run it up or whatever. Losing Luka, and if they end up losing this series, we're gonna see if all of that was really worth it. This is why I'm against resting your players. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, but they should have rested that man. Not quite rest him. He should have played, but y'all had that man playing about 40 minutes. Like the playoffs was not in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Or however long. Like I couldn't believe they had him playing out there like that. And what do you know? He got hurt trying to give it his all. Like it was the play-in tournament. And they wasn't even in the tournament yet. So I don't know, but we gonna see if that series cost them. But they managed to get one without him. So hey, kudos to them. Kudos to them. What other series we got? These Bulls. The Bulls. Hey, y'all know I'm a ride with my Bulls, but it's the defending champs. So we gonna see. I feel y'all on that Bulls and 7 and Bulls and 7 tip, but we gonna put it like this: Bulls in 7 or Bucks in 6. It's happening one of them 2 ways. You feel me? We ain't gonna write ourselves off like that. The Hawks, in the normal sense, I give them like 1 or 2 games, honestly, but I feel like it's a wrap. Miami out here trying to show that they number 1 for a reason, honestly. So I feel like it's a wrap for the Hawks. 4-0, get them out, Brooms. Really do.
Jimmy G buckets.
Yeah, he a career high playoff
45.
40. Hey, that boy did that to him. I'm glad he did because he was letting me down for a little bit, just the way he was struggling. But he showed that he a top player again. That's what I wanted to see,
And see, that's what I want to touch on next. And like some of these incredible scoring performances we've been seeing so far to start the playoffs off already. Like they've been putting up numbers. We got Jimmy Butler with 45. Kyrie had 39. Donovan Mitchell put up 30 in the second half. Devin Booker was on pace to drop at least 40 plus until he went down with the hamstring. Jalen Brunson, game 2, drops 41 against the Jazz. It's just like we just been seeing some incredible scoring performances, and it's like, what do y'all make of this? Like, are we seeing people's true colors, or are these just besides Jimmy Butler, you feel me? Because we know Jimmy does this. Are we seeing like people's true colors, or are we just seeing one-offs in the playoffs? I'm gonna go ahead and start with you on this one, Mike. I see your hand, D-boy. I see your hand.
I can't say we quite at their true colors yet. That's it. But I can say they doing what they gotta do to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if the game looking like we finna lose unless I drop 40, then I'm dropping 40. Like that's what they doing. I can't say it's this they true colors because this ain't on a night in, night out basis. But for these playoffs, at least right now, they doing what they can to get these games. I ain't mad at them. You know what I'm saying? like you said, players like Jimmy, you know, you kind of expect that out of D-Book. You starting to expect that out of, but then you got these dudes like not role players, but they the low key players who could ball out. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Brunson, you know what I'm saying? With the 41. Hey, I ain't see that coming, but it's crazy that he happened to do that as I was just speaking on how he could do that. You know what I'm saying? So that was nice. But True Colors, not yet. Not yet.
There's there's also one more 40-point game we got to speak on because the Rosen also dropped the smooth 41 as the Bulls take game 2 over the Bucks, even in series 1-1. You feel me?
So I didn't mention that because we knew he was gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? After you gotta think, realistically, he went for that 40 in game 1. Realistically.
He did.
He went for it in game 1. It was just an off night. And he said it. You're not gonna catch him on another off night like that. So realistically, me especially, I knew that was coming. Another 40. I knew that was coming. I know D-Boy, another Bulls fanatic, knew that was coming. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. But like that 40, we definitely knew it was coming. Shout out to the Bulls for tying up that series yesterday. Now we just need them to get us that one more game. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully, hey, 2 more games after that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how
exactly. See, and like really quick, this is my opinion on it. It's like if we can get 1, we can get 2. If we can get 2, we can get 3. If you can get that 3rd, well, you can get a 4th. Like, why can't you get the 4th? Like, why?
It's like Cleveland is 16, man. Just one game at a time.
One game, exactly. It's just one game at a time. But D-Boy, I know you've been real, eager to get in on this because I know you want to talk about that DeRozan 41. So let's go ahead and get your thoughts on this, man. What do you think, man? Are we seeing people's true colors or are these just one-offs?
I'm so hyped. Like that man did that to him. I mean, it didn't matter who Boo Nose put on him. I mean, he cooked a whole team. That man had a Kobe experience last night. I'm talking about, it was a couple of times Giannis went out there and he cooked him.
The whole big 3.
He cooked Giannis. He cooked Holiday. He cooked Matthews. I mean, that man was in his bag. 41 points.
Yep.
I
mean, the Bulls' big 3 did what they were supposed to. They combined for a total of 80 points. And Caruso with the 10 assists, pulling off his best Lonzo, you feel me? If we can get more Captain Caruso, you feel me? Because he has earned that nickname, you feel me? Captain Kirk is no longer there, but we got Captain Caruso now, you feel me? But if we get another game like that, DeRozan had 41, Vooch had 24, Levine with 20. Vucevic had 13 boards. Pete Wheel had 10 points, 9 rebounds. I also
got to shout out this guy right here,
Patrick Williams. He was doing his thing. He was doing his thing.
I got to give baby Kawhi some love. Because he did his thing last night. I think what that was, man. I think Tristan was in his ear after game 1. I think Tristan said DeMar and then was in his ear because you heard him in the press conference. He's like, "Yeah, I passed up some shots that were makeable that I should have took." And then did y'all hear what he said about Giannis?
Yes.
He ain't disrespecting the man, but he said he put on his pins just like I do. He bleed just like I do. He good, but he ain't God. Exactly. So when he said that, I knew that man was about to be in his bag. Yeah. I'm hyped. I can't wait to game 3. Now that's the game. The Bulls gonna have to really be ready.
I was supposed to be at that game.
That's the game the Bulls are really gonna have to be ready because Mike Carnell, you know, Giannis is gonna come out on bull. You know he's finna come out on bull crap. So yeah, the Bulls gonna have to be ready.
But let's see if Middleton plays in game 3 though, because he did leave game 2 with some right knee soreness. So let's see how that knee is feeling for game 3. If Middleton don't play for game 3, that's a big.
That's advantage Bulls. Yeah, that's a big advantage. But here's the thing: even if he do or don't play, Billy Donovan do not go small anymore this series.
Because I was wondering why he brought in Derrick Jones Jr. instead of Tristan Thompson last night. That really confused
Why
me.
would you go small when they got Giannis on the floor?
I was just about to say that. I was about to say you go small if Giannis not on the floor. You go small if he not on the floor.
And that's why I thought we had Tristan Thompson. But it's like he put in Derrick Jones Jr. and then pretty much took him right back out to put Bucci in. He put Vooch right back in. It's like he gassed. It's like the whole reason you set him down was because he needed some time because he was gassed. You seen him. Vooch was starting to lug up the court. It's so funny watching big men get tired on the court attacks. They just be trying to move that big body down the court. You be watching. It's like he tired. Coach, you need one. Give him one, coach. But also I really wanted to get into I really want to talk about this Warrior series, man. Like now this is one that's very intriguing to me because like we seen Steph Curry come off the bench in game 1, and then in game 2 we just watched the 3 of them just absolutely do what we thought they would do when the 3 of them are lighting it up like that. Poole, Curry, and Thompson, when they all get to shoot, it's open. It's like open season. It's an open range. It's deer hunt season when they shooting out there. You feel me? It's like when Poole, Curry, and Thompson are all shooting and they own. It's deer hunt season. It's like, what do y'all think? Are them boys going to the West Finals or not? Let's go ahead and get your thoughts on this, Mike. Let's start with you first, man.
Did I not have have you not heard? Like what? Have you have you not heard? Did I not state?
Now I'm gonna have to hear this for the next.
Are you surprised?
I'm gonna have to hear this for the next 2 months.
I've been telling you, them boys is back. I've been telling y'all all season, and then I told y'all when that man Klay Thompson come back, they is officially back, and now y'all is seeing it. They back in the playoffs, nigga. They is hungry. They been waiting on. Oh man, they've been waiting. You know what I'm saying? Steph, Dre, Klay specific. Hey, they've been waiting. They back. Yes. Conference finals for sure. I got them going to the finals. I got them coming out the West. I been had them coming out the West. I you know, they had a little hiccup, you know what I'm saying, a little questions here and there, but I ain't changed my pick, you know what I'm saying. I got them coming out the West, and I'm sticking with them coming out the West. They is back, and they might just win the chip, depending on who come out the East. I'm telling you, hey, Golden State, that man Kurt, hey, they on a mission. They never said they was done. Y'all thought injuries told y'all they was done. They ain't say they was done. So now y'all here to see it. They got role players on the championship, you know what I'm saying, mentality. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Poole out there, synced in, locked in. What?
This guy.
What? Yes. Go Warriors. I'm with it.
I'm just saying, after what happened, it was nice to see them not be like in the finals because like everybody got tired. Like I got tired of watching the Warriors and LeBron in the finals. if it wasn't the Warriors, it was LeBron in the finals. Like, I got tired of seeing that. I'm like, can we please get somebody else? Like, why does it have to be the same team and the same person? It was either the Warriors or LeBron, or if not, them both. And I am and the league was just tired of seeing that. So yeah, they were done with that run at the finals, and that dynasty team that Kevin Durant was supposed to be was no longer because they couldn't get the three. They couldn't get three, which is what made that dynasty incomplete. But D-Boy, what do you think, man? Do you think the Warriors are making it to the West Finals, or will somebody buzz saw them in the second round?
My brother, the dynasty is Steph, Clay, and Dre. The dynasty was never Kevin Durant. He was just an added piece to build on.
If they win that third championship, that's a dynasty.
Their dynasty's still there. If they win this year, their dynasty's still there. Steph, Clay, Dre. That's 2 with KD, 2 without KD. Their dynasty's still there. Trust me. Go ahead, D-Boy.
No, they ain't coming out the West. No. Suns in 6. No, just hey, real talk. Now that D-Book got that hamstring, man. And you know what's crazy, bro? It really ain't. Yeah, Steph got on game 2, but you know who the star of the series is right now? That man, Jordan Poole. That's a bad man.
JP3, he been hooping.
Jordan Poole, boy. Hey, even though I don't like the Warriors, I do like Jordan Poole. That kid, nice. Like, nice.
Now, I've been messing with the Warriors again since KD ain't been there. KD ain't been there, and I found some love for the Warriors again.
Oh, blah.
Hey, real talk. As much as I don't care for them, I don't care who they go up against coming out the East. They taking it. Because if it's Philly, Philly might be a little bit of a problem because Embiid too big for Draymond.
That's easy pickings. James Harden gonna choke. He ain't ready.
You know what? You know what? You say James Harden's gonna choke, but we not. But like I think we've all come to the point that like we not looking for Harden to go off for like 30 plus no more. We looking for maybe about 20 and 8. You feel me? If he can give you about 20 points,
get that double. If he only gonna get you 20, he got to get that double double.
He got to get that double double. He got to get.
Okay. So 20 and 10 from Harden, about 25 from Tyrese Maxey, because I don't think Shorty gonna average anything less than 20 points per game in the playoffs plus. Tyrese Maxey,
but you're not getting that out of him every night. 25? No, sir.
Nope.
Not every night. But if you getting 20, and then that's the. But not just that. With James Harden operating as the point guard, it's just been opening up shots for all of them, though. Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. Like, that's a free-flowing team. So it's like...
And they're gonna free flow just like Houston did with Capella and Chris Paul and Harden. They're gonna free flow right into another L to Golden State.
But see, no, Chris Paul went down. They had even Kevin Durant pretty much came out and admitted that if Chris Paul don't go down, bro, Houston takes that series, bro. Even Kevin Durant pretty much came out and said that. Basketball guru, the man balling out on the Nets, you feel me? He even pretty much came out and said that if CP doesn't go down, bro, they take that series. Kevin said it himself. What more proof do you need?
Chris Paul was on the mission, bro. He was on the mission, just like he is this year.
Just like last year, too, right?
Well, that was on Williams. He went away from the pick and roll. But look, did this here, though. I still got Phoenix. What I'm saying is Golden State, they can come out the West, and they can win it all. But I'm telling you now, man, Chris Paul, if Monty Williams don't go away from the what works, they will come out the West. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk. Golden State is every bit of what everybody say they is. They real. But I just got to get, I got it. I'm sorry, man. They hungry. Them boys is hungry, bro. Hungry.
And that team really is playing at a different level all around. I think Devin Booker going down was a shell shock, and that's how the Pelicans,
hungry, man.
and that's how the Pelicans was able to steal game 2 because it was a shell shock, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have a game plan to come back for that. But Monty Williams and CP3, they about to go cook up in the lab for game 3 and game 4. Phoenix is taking this in 6. I expect them to probably split the next 2 games. Devin Booker gonna come back and they're gonna win the last 2 in a row.
Yep. And Devin Booker, he not trying to be Mr. Nice Guy this year. Last year, he was trying to be, cool, laugh, joke with everybody. No, man, that man being an asshole this year. He hungry. All them boys is hungry, boy. And I'm gonna tell you who got them in that mindset. Them getting JaVale McGee, that was huge.
That really was a big pickup. That was
like how DeAndre Ayton's supposed to play.
That was an underrated pickup because a lot of people don't realize you ask somebody like that for the championship experience. He won the championship with the Warriors first, and then he went and won another one with the Lakers. It was the bubble, but a championship is still a championship nonetheless. They had to face adversity, playing with no fans. It was different. That's why I try not to write off the bubble championship because it was different type of adversity that they had to face. So I try not to write it off too much. So it's like
it's more than that with JaVale, because he also that if you, I don't know if y'all remember the finals, but a big problem they had was size. When DeAndre Ayton came out the game, there was nothing, no stopping,
exactly.
Yeah, and DeAndre Ayton couldn't play no 48 minutes, so you need something. And that's another big part. He stepped into that role for sure. The Bulls need a player like that,
like DeAndre Ayton,
like JaVale McGee, or
JaVale McGee. They do, but JaVale not gonna come here. I know he not. I'll be shocked if JaVale come here next summer.
We better try and go get Bobby Portis back.
No.
Bobby not coming here, bro.
We gonna break Boo's face. He gonna be mad.
Hey, and I'm laughing. You know why I'm laughing so hard, Mike? Because you absolutely right.
He's not gonna do that no more. He learned from that. He do that again. He gonna be out the league,
God,
bro.
He gonna break
Boo's face.
Nikola Mirotic wasn't the starter. Vucevic is. Bobby Portis know his place now.
Man, hey, but now real talk question: do y'all think Bobby can play with Vooch?
Yes, because we can throw Bobby at the 4. Bobby's a natural forward. Bobby's a natural forward, but because of today's NBA, you can run him as a small 5. So if the Bulls want to have like a traditional lineup, we can throw Bobby at the 4, Vooch at the 5, DeRozan at the 3, Levine at the 2, our point guard Lonzo, Caruso, Io.
And then at halftime, he gonna break one of their faces.
Oh man,
He's not gonna have to. He's not gonna have to worry about that.
Game banging ass nigga though. He a little game banger though. I ain't gonna lie. Bobby be game banging like low key. He be straight game banging. He be straight game banging.
So
man, he said the wrong thing. He was like, "All right." Straight broke that man's jaw. That man look. Hey, but no, I'll take Bobby back in a heartbeat though. Real talk.
Honestly,
Yeah, he'll break Boo's face, but I'll take him back in a heartbeat.
I'm not taking it. I'm sorry. I'm so glad.
Bobby Portis
So
ain't
glad we
punching
got rid of
nobody
him.
no more. It's not the same front office. It's
No,
not the same
no,
teammates.
hey, no, Bobby gonna break. Nah, he ain't gonna do that to Zach. He'll do that to Kobe though.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
No,
You know what?
Kobe too small. He gonna do that to Boots or Tristan Thompson. I'm telling you.
Nah, hey, if Bobby did that to Kobe, Michael be on the first plane of Chicago, boy.
Oh, bro, them Mike Wood. You just put your hands on
Hey,
Kobe.
supposed to
On
be on
bro,
the first plane.
on bro, them Mike gonna be on the first plane to Chicago. Oh, you just put your hands on Kobe, huh? All right, I got something for you. Watch this.
Man, hey, I got some hot pellets for you. Hot pellets. Hey, but no, man. Hey, Kobe. Hey, real talk. I gotta give Kobe his due, man. Hey, he did his thing last night. Outside that third quarter, he actually played a half decent game.
He
I
did,
gotta
he
give
did.
it to him.
But in other news, speaking of the Brooklyn Nets, it seems like they can't make their mind up about Simmons. Is he playing? Is he not playing? They keep saying they non-committal, but they keep leak. It's obvious that the team is leaking this stuff. They keep leaking stuff to say he's gonna be back by game 4, game 5. At first they was talking about game 3, and then now they saying game 4. Now they saying maybe game 5 and 6. So it's like, is he coming back or not? Or are y'all just gonna save him or try and wait until the second round if y'all make it there? Like, I want to go ahead and start with you on this, D-Boy, because I know you are so tired of the wishy-washy and everything surrounding Ben Simmons and all this going on. So, like, what do you think is going to happen, man? It's like, are the Nets
Man,
going to bring him in for this series against Boston, or are they not going to? Because they keep giving all these different rumors and different reports about what they want to do with him and what they don't want to do.
man, look. Either you gonna play that man game 3, or you gonna sit him the whole series. You say 4. You say 4, Mike. You say game 4. I say game 3. Because I'm gonna say this, Carnell. If Brooklyn lose game 3, it's over.
If they lose game 3, it's over in 5.
No, they lose game 3, it's over in 4. Because here's why I say that. Steve Nash, what are you doing?
He's getting out coached by Ime Udoka. It's so profound.
What are you
Like,
doing?
he's getting out coached tremendously.
And I'm gonna say this. Steve Nash will be the reason Brooklyn doesn't ever win a championship. Like how I say Billy will be the reason the Bulls don't win one, which I don't know. Well, we'll see. That remains to be
It's
seen.
his
We
first
got to see
year.
what moves they make. But going back to Brooklyn, yeah, Steve Nash is going to be the reason they don't win. Because I don't know what he been doing, bro. Like, you not playing Patty Mills enough. And then when you do play him, man, you don't run plays for him from what I see. Then it's like Bruce Brown, he only show up for what, a quarter, and then
I tried to tell y'all that boy was not that reliable.
What?
I
He
tried
just
to
went off
tell
last
y'all.
game. He had the whole
I
20.
mean that first quarter he went off, Mike.
He finished the game with like 25, 23, something like that.
Yeah, like 25 in the first quarter. But I mean, yes, Steve is definitely getting old. I mean, you're double. And much I don't care for Boston, I wouldn't be surprised if Boston coming out the East. I don't expect them to, but I still, unfortunately, take Milwaukee by default. But I wouldn't be surprised if if Boston come out the East. I wouldn't. Because Jason Tatum right now is, in my opinion, Jason Tatum is the best player in the playoffs right now. I mean, Jaylen Brown's doing his thing too, but Jason Tatum, man, yeah.
Like,
Jason
see,
Tatum right now is
this is what I was saying about Boston and their team. Like, Jason Tatum didn't shoot the best from the field, even than Jaylen Brown, but Jason Tatum still had 19 points, 10 rebounds.
Exactly.
10 assists, 6 rebounds. Grant Williams off the bench had 17 points. Peyton Pritchard had 10 points. Marcus Smart had 12. Jaylen Brown with 22. Daniel Tice with 15. Al Horford with 16. Like, this is what I was saying. They going to get their role players involved, and Boston role players is going to come through. I tried to tell y'all that Brooklyn role players is not that reliable. They're streaky. Brooklyn is the streakiest team in the NBA. That's why they're so dangerous, because they got the two most skilled players in Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and everybody else on that team is super streaky, from Patty Mills to Seth Curry to Joe Harris. Everybody else on that team is super streaky. But let's go ahead and get your thoughts on this, Mike, because we all know, you're going to defend the Nets till the end.
Nah, never that. But I will say, I mean, hey, it ain't they players being streaky. It's they defense. They defense is streaky. They players is fine. Got no defense, and that's where they getting out coached at. Is on the defensive end. Honestly, I mean, y'all, Steve Nash to me ain't doing that bad of a job coaching. Just from the standpoint of they've been winning all these games, bro. They've been winning. They've been not just winning by small amounts. They blowing them out, 17, almost 20-point leads and stuff like that. They getting lackadaisical. That's where he getting out coached at.
I mean, yeah, but Steve Nash got the same problem Mike D'Antoni got though.
That's not just
like D'Antoni.
That's on the players themselves, bro. They getting lackadaisical. Like, what you mean? When they got these leads, who go in the game? The role players. So to your point, yeah, Boston role players stepping up. But that's because Boston down 20. So of course they role players got more motivation to do something and try to step up. What you mean? That's they whole
that's what you want though. But your role players should have more motivation to win the game than hold the lead. So you right, when you down, you want your role players to come in with that motivation to win the game. You don't want your role players coming in thinking they just need to hold the lead. No, go win the game. That's the mentality you want them to have.
Exactly. And obviously Brooklyn role players, not to say they don't got that mentality, but as far as what we see, they don't need that mentality, at least from what they thinking. Well, you know what I'm saying? They come in with a 20-point lead, you know what I'm saying, and they do them. Sit back and wait on, KD and Kyrie come get. But I don't know, bro. It's really like.
And that right there, what you said. I'm sorry to cut you off. That's a coaching problem. That is a coaching problem right there. That's mentality and mindset. Your coach is supposed to get you there.
Thanks.
These are new players, though. These the new players that do. You don't got that problem out of Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown he not gonna get you 20 points every night. I'm sorry. The veterans, they not playing, and I don't know. Now that's probably a coaching problem. I don't know why they not playing the people with playoff, experience. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they started to, because Dragic played some big minutes, and that was good.
He had 18 last game.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? So I mean, he making the adjustments, you know what I'm saying? So I guess if he continue to make the adjustments, at that point it's up to the players. And the players getting lackadaisical because they playing with KD and Kyrie, not because Steve Nash they coach. Like, what you mean? If you know a nigga gonna come in and drop 45, you know what I'm saying, and shoot 12 for 12, then you know what I'm saying, you probably gonna get a little lackadaisical too. And that's I put a lot of that is on them, but so as far as the coach, he got to find a way to get them motivated. But I think if they just losing these games a little bit, they gonna motivate themselves.
I mean, but will they though? That's the thing. Think about how many of these players who like, like you said, they like if they just waiting on KD and Kyrie, in my opinion, that really is like that's a coaching problem. And like in that case, what is Steve Nash preaching to his boys? Don't worry, KD and Kyrie got us, or is he teaching them? Let's go out and go help them, and let's go get this win together. Because from what it sounds like he almost coaching. We gonna be cool. We got KD and Kyrie. It seems like that's trying to say his coaching style league.
Because when you hear Steve Nash talk, those not the things he say. But regardless, those are things these players say. Like Bruce Brown talking about we ain't worried about them. Essentially, you know what I'm saying? Like that's they going into the series being lackadaisical. Like, and these is the role players and stuff. Like they don't even expect to have to step up in this series, and that's part of the problem right there. Maybe now they down 2-0, they actually play basketball and stop being so lackadaisical. Like, I don't understand how y'all up 20 points and collapse in the fourth quarter for 2 straight games. Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all really is y'all feel like it's too easy. Like,
I see your head, D boy. Let's go ahead and get your thoughts on this, man. What do you think, man? Is honestly, what do you think about this whole Boston Brooklyn series, man? Like when it comes to coaching between Udoka and Nash.
I mean, like I said, they already like I said. Ime Udoka is clearly out coaching Steve Nash, but the reason I raised my hand, fellas, I have breaking news. So it is rumored that Chris Middleton has sprained his MCL. So
that's huge.
I will be following that closely and keep you fellas updated. But if that is true and he has sprained his MCL, that means that he's definitely going to be a scratch for Game 3, and that's going to be a huge blow. That's going to be a huge blow. So I'll be monitoring that closely up to Game 3 Friday night. But as far as Ime Udoka, like I said, he's clearly out coaching Steve Nash. And I do feel that, that Steve Nash is going to be the reason Brooklyn doesn't win, because Brooklyn has all the pieces. They got wing depth, they got shooters, they got 2 stars, they got a point guard, that they got a true floor general.
They got no defense. They lost 2 games off not having
no defense, and that's what I'm saying. And I was just gonna say, I was just getting ready to say, let me correct myself. The only thing they don't have is defense. But you know who I think would be good for them if they was to fire Steve Nash, but I know it'll never happen? Mark Jackson. I think Mark Jackson would be the perfect coach for them. I think he's going to end up in L.A. I really do. I think he's going to end up with the Lakers. And if he don't end up with the Lakers, look for LeBron to go back to Cleveland next year. If Mark Jackson don't end up with the Lakers.
That's if Mark Jackson
wants to coach.
Yeah, that's if he wants to coach. But speaking of coaching, though, there was some breaking news in the college world yesterday. Not trying to just notice. But Jay Wright, the coach of Villanova, is set to retire.
Yeah,
that is huge news for that program. The head basketball coach, Jay Wright of Villanova, is retiring from is retiring. Let's just go ahead and it's just open book, fellas. Whoever wants to talk. Like, what do y'all think, man?
I don't know much about Jay Wright. I know he is. He's been an outstanding coach for the past 15, 20 years. I don't know much about him. I don't follow Villanova a whole lot. But if that is true, that he is going to be set to retire, that is huge news. That's a huge blow for that program. Because since he's been at Villanova, they've won consistently. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they've won 2 titles, if I'm not mistaken.
They won like 2 out of like the last 5.
Yeah, I thought so. I know the first title they won, Mikal Bridges was on that team. So,
and then the next one they won was with Jalen Brunson when they
the next one they won was
that
with
game
Jalen
winner
Brunson
against UNC.
Yep. So, I mean, that's going to be a huge blow to that team. I definitely expect them to take a step back. But if he is going to retire, I wish him nothing but the best. It's well deserved. And that's my take.
I want to say they done. I do. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think they done. I don't. Prime example is North Carolina. And we saw how far North Carolina got this year. So I don't think they done. I think they're gonna
And
be.
that Duke and Villanova about to be in the same place as them. New head coach going into a new season.
You saw how North Carolina deal with that, and I feel like Duke and Villanova finna be in the same boat. They still gonna be in the mix, and they gonna make noise. Probably make the tournament. Sure, they make some noise in the tournament, and maybe have a shot at the chip. I don't see them taking too much of a step back, honestly, because it's a school, and usually unless a coach just come in trying to just change everything, like that's a product of that school. You know what I'm saying? They built that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you coaches like him and Jay. So. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have much of a step back. I do think they gotta figure it out, but I think they will. You know what I'm saying? I think they will.
Right.
Alrighty, well, honestly, fellas, I think that's the show for today. Any last words, any last comments y'all want to get across? Anything crazy like Bulls in 7, like I said last episode, Bulls in 7.
Hey man, Bulls in 7. Hey, it's looking more and more clear. I tell you that.
Man, especially look, if Chris Middleton really did sprain his MCL, that's not gonna heal in no week's time. That's about a 2 to 4 week injury. Like that's going
looking into getting to one of them games again.
Man, that's man. But like I said, game 3 is gonna be huge. Whether he plays or not, game 3 is gonna be huge. The Bulls have to win that game because if they win that game, then all the pressure is on Milwaukee.
Well, the pressure on Milwaukee from jump because they the defending champs.
Yeah, but see, everybody expected Milwaukee to sweep the Bulls. Now that's not gonna happen, and
everybody kind of expect. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people expected them to essentially repeat. So it's been a lot of pressure from jump, if you ask me, just because so many people was expecting them to repeat. Only from a standpoint of like who's gonna stop them this year, even outside of maybe Phoenix if they met again, but like. And Golden State, I think Golden State will stop them. But like, I mean,
they're the only 2 teams that could stop them on paper.
I don't see too many people with the potential to stop them from repeat. Until now, now it's looking like the Bulls might have a shot. Go Bulls!
They might. If Donovan plays his cards right and don't go small when Giannis is on the floor, yeah.
They very well might. They very well might have a chance. Like I said, this has been today's episode of Can I Get Some Sports With That? Remember to give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like and comment on this video on YouTube. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, press that notification bell, and always tune in for the best and hottest, the newest, latest sports content coming out to you from us always here. Bulls in 7, you know what it is, man. It's Neil signing out. say goodbye to the people, fellas.
All right, y'all. We out. Let's go, Shot Town.
Let's go, Chi-Town. See
We
red,
out.
baby.
We out.